This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Desperados of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Got it. Ready?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the two teams in L.A. Until recently, we had two out of the Bay Area. Of course, the two New York teams. Now two teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Burrow on play action. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's corralled but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Quickly to Addison here. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. The pass caught by Olave. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes third and the length of the football. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Going for it, here's Etienne. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Burrow now off the bootleg. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. Now Burrow. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
What up, money?
Houston's offense
I'm
already at the line set to get
chilling.
going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey,
Shit, man, playing this league game.
Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Yeah, this is a fantasy draft league. The fantasy draft that we did was cool. It's on my YouTube channel as well and my live feeds, where everybody was picking their team.
It's our home team with possession.
This is the teams that we picked.
Come on. Hit.
Robinson up the middle. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Yeah, I'm on PS5.
I wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All I thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Another completion there.
Yeah, my gamer tag is Honest Rocket 992.
There's great money with that, but Charles, I would think maybe an extra.
Yeah, man, go ahead. Honest Rocket 992.
It actually is, in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taking number 1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Okay, break. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
18, pioneer, go.
They'll drop to throw. Shakes off the under pressure. They got him again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose.
Yeah, Honest, Honest, Rocket, Rocket, and 992.
And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Had no command that time, man. Too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, Burrow completes this to Addison out left. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11, empty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And the Commanders' first down.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas. They're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now in 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one?
Oh, it is on.
The field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. 19 Lions.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Again, it's Robinson. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback. Far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. A give left side to Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go, let's go.
Robinson. Touchdown, Houston.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11 MP, hey! 11 MP, stop!
Play action. It's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Washington. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 1, ready?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go, here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Washington taking it in. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
19. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one even.
This is a fantasy draft league, big bro.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he
Another fantasy draft league since mine didn't work out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made. Washington's 33. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Good pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They got to maximize time.
Hell yeah, shit. I'll let you know if there's another one coming up. I could find one because I'm in like the little groups and stuff.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this will figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Able to power through. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Commanders 31. Desperados 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ready?
Well, this was not just the opener of the brand new
I got another game scheduled too right now.
game here in week 1, and to come through with a